Hello there, Medicine here. Today I want to talk about my 5 tips for those who are just getting started in the BJD hobby. If you're new to the doll hobby, the first thing you need to do is research. I live in the USA. So for me, there aren't any doll shops. There's not even a reseller shop that sells these dolls in person anywhere near where I live. So I cannot personally go and look at the dolls and shop for them in a store. And much like me, most people who are in the doll hobby are also limited to only looking online. So the first thing I would like to say to anyone who is wanting to get interested into purchasing these dolls is to do your research. And how are you going to go about doing that? Well, one of my tips for researching, number 2, is join a doll group. There are doll groups on Facebook. Den of Angels is a very large, like forum style doll group. YouTube, there's lots of doll YouTubers out there. So some of them might have some information on where to join into doll groups. I'm on Facebook and Den of Angels. Those were the 2 biggest places that I got into doll groups. DeviantArt used to have a doll group. I don't know if anybody's active on there anymore. I haven't personally been active on DeviantArt in a very long time. So I don't know if anybody else is active. So yeah, find a doll group. Den of Angels is a really big, good source for doll groups. I highly recommend looking up Den of Angels first. There might even be some local people near you in person, and that's a good way going to conventions and meeting doll meets. You can see some of the dolls in person that way. Well, when you find a doll that you like, you're going to want to do some research onto the company and who sells it. So if you're looking at maybe some resellers and stuff, you want to make sure that they're legit and that they actually work directly with the company, so that you know that the goods that you're getting are going to be good. And the reviews of the companies, so you want to know all of that. A lot of when we buy the dolls, a lot of what we buy is overseas, and it takes a long time for it to get, and they're expensive. So a lot of things are done all remotely through the internet. You're going to be buying and selling and shipping and all of that just digital. And then it's going to physically come to you when the doll is made. And these dolls are usually made to order, so it takes them a while to be made, and then it takes it a while to be shipped and travel to you. So in order to know that the company is good, you're going to want to do your research. If you join the doll groups, like I said, you're also going to learn a lot of things about the different companies. Not only are you going to learn a lot of things about the companies and like reviews and whether or not they're good, and you're going to learn about resellers. So if you're interested in buying secondhand dolls from somebody who's in the hobby that is, maybe they didn't like the doll, maybe they didn't feel connected to it, and they're selling the doll, you'll learn about resellers, and you'll be able to see whether or not they're legit and if they have any decent reviews. Again, unless you are physically meeting people at like conventions or doll groups, most of the things you're going to be doing is online. So you're not going to physically be able to tangibly hold these dolls in your hands and see them. So you have to rely on photos and images. So that's the doll photos, like owner pictures. And that's why owner pictures is really important, because you get to see the dolls in natural lighting and like studio lighting and home lighting, cell phone pictures, professional pictures. The doll company photos are usually very professional and a lot of times heavily edited. And that doesn't mean that the doll themselves are edited, but like maybe there's some special effects, because a lot of times these dolls are being released as either a collection or as a special like character. The artist who comes up with the doll usually comes up with a character and a backstory and a whole lot of things to go into making the doll. And then that shows through in the company photos. So sometimes there'll be like special effects, sometimes there'll be like special scenes in the clothes. So seeing doll owner pictures is going to be able to help you visualize the doll and different lightings, different clothes, different wigs, different face-ups, because somebody can buy and blank. If you want to get, like, look at the blank photos too. But seeing it as somebody else making their own face-up, seeing a different person's style on the doll is going to help you kind of realize if that doll works for you. So owner pictures is very good, and that's why box opening videos are very important. Box opening videos and photos are important because it's going to give you a really good idea of how the company ships the dolls, how they're packaged. If there is any trouble in that exchange, how does the company handle it? So even if you can't watch the video of the doll that you want being opened, watching videos of dolls from the same company will give you a lot of really good information to make an educated decision on whether or not to purchase your doll from that company, to purchase that company doll. And that information is going to also show you owner pics. So if you do find the doll sculpt that you like, and you found a box opening video of that doll, that's going to be very helpful for you because you're going to see owners' pictures, you're going to see maybe it either in the company sculpt, how the default face up and how that looks in alternate lightings, and you're going to be able to get a good idea of how that doll is packaged and if there's any extra things that could come with the doll or did come. The last thing is events. Doll company events. I will scream this and preach it from the mountains. Doll company events! Look into the events. Doll company events is one of the best ways you can not only get into this hobby, you can get discounts on dolls sometimes, or you can get tiny dolls. This was free. This was a free doll. It did not come with the clothes. I bought those. Free. So I purchased this doll, and that little bunny came with it for free. Almost all of my tinies were free event dolls. Almost all of them. I think I only bought 2? 3. 3 tinies. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. Yeah. Almost all of my tinies, my little small dolls, and even my USDs, my 2 USDs, were event dolls. They came free with the purchase of an SD. Because I like this size. This is the SD size. So an event could get you a small doll. It could get you, I have a floating head that's just in a box somewhere. It can get you some accessories and clothes. I've gotten outfits, I've gotten shoes, I've gotten wigs. What else have I gotten during events? Sometimes it's just a discount. That's the best kind, right? The discount. You're going to get your doll, you want to get it at a discount. So yeah. Company events is the thing that I will tell you if you are getting into this hobby. If you can wait, if it's not like an exclusive limited edition, limited time only doll, and it's the regular doll that they have all the time, wait to buy it until an event. Now when events happen, doll companies have events during the changing of the seasons. So there's always like a summer event, that's a big popular one. Ipple House does summer events, and that's their summer choice event where you can pick and choose different sculpts and resin colors. And it's like the only time when they have that summer event, like that choice event, is summer. And so knowing that is good, because then that you know that you can wait until summer to get that. Christmas is a big popular one. Lunar New Year is a really popular one for special event dolls. It's very popular with doll companies to create a Lunar New Year event doll. My long soul dragon, Nor, was Year of the Dragon. So the zodiac animal for the Lunar New Year usually is a very popular theme for doll companies to release special limited edition dolls in. So pay attention around Christmas, January, February. That's when they'll release the information about their Lunar New Year events, Lunar New Year dolls, if they're doing a zodiac animal theme doll, that's when companies will do it. So holidays and the changing of the seasons are big times for companies to do events. Some companies, like I said, Ipple House or Ipple House has events on the summer. Like they have their regular event that they do every year at the same time. So if you're doing your research, you can sign up for e-newsletters from your emails from the companies, and that'll give you event information. Alice's Collections is a big reseller, and they work with a lot of different companies. So they, a lot of times, if you sign up for their newsletter, they are telling you when those companies are having special events. And Alice Collections itself has their own kind of events, like their own store events. And Junkie Spot as well, different doll resellers that are official that work with these companies also sometimes have their own separate events. Junkie Spot used to do Black Friday events. I don't know if they still do, but keep an eye out for holiday events and seasonal events, because that is a very important time to get some nice discounts or some extra bonus stuff if you're wanting to get these dolls. And that's fun. It's great. My very first doll I bought, Amni's, I bought during an event and got Momo. So the first doll I ever bought, I ended up getting 2 dolls. So I cannot speak about events. That's like my biggest thing. And then the number one thing that is not really like a tip for how to buy dolls or what to do is just lay the pressure off. It's a hobby. Your hobby your way. Just relax. Enjoy it however it makes sense to you. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, and enjoy yourselves. That's what hobbies are meant to be, is something fun to bring you joy. So I think that covers it. Research, doll groups, and if you're in a doll group is going to tell you the events. Doll groups, if you're joined a doll group, you're going to be around a lot of other people in the hobby, and we like to talk about our dolls, we like to talk about the companies, we like to talk about events that are happening. The Facebook group I'm in is very good about, somebody's always telling about the events going on, so you're going to find out if you're on those kinds of groups. That's a good place to know. Box opening videos for research, doll owner pictures for research, events. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Look forward to more videos in the future. Till next time. Bye!